Welcome to Eagle 7 News. I'm Clay Elrod.
And I'm Jonathan Laansma, and Eagle 7 News starts right now. Well, I know, Clay, that we're starting to wind down towards the end of the year.
Yes,
it's April,
we are.
And we're already on our second to last show. So how are finals working out for you?
Oh, it's been a busy past couple of weeks here, gearing up for finals. But it was actually very nice to get a day off yesterday and just kind of serve and pray a little bit.
Right, and so yesterday, students had the opportunity to take the day off of classes to participate in service projects or just to get a little closer to God in prayer. Eagle 7's Brendan Scarborough tagged along with some of UNW athletes to see what their service project was all about.
And serve, and so we're doing that.
On Thursday, April 27th, the UNW students went to Feed My Starving Children to volunteer on the annual day of prayer and service.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to come together to be able to serve and do something that we don't normally do, because obviously as athletes we're playing for the glory of God, but it's really cool to come together doing legit service.
It's a huge group of men and women on campus, so to get to serve together is really kind of special and fun.
And even though they only had a short time there, UNW students were able to donate over 70,000 meals to people in need globally.
Most of us, it's nothing to be able to give up a few hours, but on the other end, somebody else who's starving gets to eat every single day for a long, long time.
From starting as just a one-man operation to a global organization, Feed My Starving Children is making a hands-on impact worldwide. And what a blessing for us at UNW to be a part of that impact. For Eagle 7 News, this is Brendan Scarborough.
That's a great opportunity, and I know that I've loved being able to go out and serve my years at UNW.
Tonight we have some other colleges joining us for an exciting new event. Eagle 7's Claire Gronseth and Deborah Spooner find out more.
Awake 2017 is a unique event because it's the first of its kind. It's combining students from 4 schools, Northwestern, North Central, Crown, and Bethel, gathering here in Knight Hall for a praise, prayer, and worship event. It is unique because the different student governments are working together in order to provide this event. Christina Mayankova shares a little bit more.
In 2016, the Lord gave me a vision to bring college campuses and college students together with one purpose.
And the purpose is to glorify God through a prayer and worship event. What began as a simple idea to see unity has now resulted in a cross-campus experience. At this event, students can expect to worship alongside their peers from the 4 represented universities and listen to brief messages from spiritual formation leaders on each campus. Awake 2017 will take place on Friday, April 28th at 7 p.m. in the John and Beverly Lord Night Performance Hall. This event is an opportunity for the body of Christ to unite and see what the Lord is doing across our greater community.
Now imagine hundreds of students coming together, lifting up one praise, one song, with one voice. We invite you to Awake 2017.
The event is free to all students, so check out the Awake 2017 Facebook page to register and find out more.
You may be taking advantage of the nicer weather by getting out more and staying active. David Calso talked to Lindsay Floyd and our own Jens Calgren about how they maintain a healthy lifestyle throughout the school year.
College students have a lot on their plate, but nothing good to eat. Between busy schedules and paying off loans, it can be difficult for college students to find time to work out and buy quality food. Thankfully, students here at Northwestern are doing just that. We ran alongside senior Lindsay Floyd, who has a passion for helping people get healthier.
I have a passion for this because I had to overcome a lot of trials in my life to get to this point, and now I just want to help other people do the same in their lives. I'm a coach for Team Beachbody. I basically help people get healthy and sometimes lose weight and get into a fitness program, just helping people live a better life. Beachbody has fitness programs and a nutrition shake that I also drink every single day. Beachbody On Demand is something that I also use every day because it gives you all of the workouts that they have ever created in one source. I think in college the best way to eat healthy is just to focus on certain foods that you shouldn't eat. But if you think of it like God-made foods and man-made foods, you want to eat the foods that are as close to what God intended for us to eat. The best way to get started on a fitness program or getting healthy is first by finding a coach like myself, or finding a buddy to do this with you so that you have someone to stay accountable to and your chances of succeeding are way higher.
But we understand that video workouts aren't for everyone. So we decided to stop by the free weight room in Erickson, where we spotted Jens Kalgren, a video major here on campus who lifts more than just a camera.
I ran out actually of my strawberry cream protein. Powerlifting's not easy, but it's a lot simpler. For cardio, you just do lighter weights, higher reps. You're not running or doing anything like that. I like the just strength aspect to it for the most part. I have classes during the day. I only have like 16 credits this semester, but then I'm working, doing my business 30 hours a week. So the lifting usually happens at night. I usually come in around 9. Some days, if I don't have shoots or something, I'll come in during the day. One of the coolest things I see is when someone who's like new to lifting or exercise in general will come in. You can see that they're not super familiar with it, but they come and they try it and they just do it. I think that's huge. Like don't be scared of the weights. It's just another form of exercise. I mean, everyone has to exercise. It's always going to be around. Just come in and try it out. And there's usually people here that will guide you and give you encouragement and stuff. So
for Eagle 7 News, I'm David Kelso.
It looks like the weight room has been quite busy. Tyler, how are our athletes doing this week?
It has been busy indeed, John. Thanks. The UNW sports teams have had a loaded schedule this week that started on the baseball diamond. The baseball team started the week by splitting a series against Bethany Lutheran and unfortunately ended the season by getting swept at Northland. The baseball team will look to bounce back this Saturday against the College of St. Scholastica. The Northwestern softball team had a great week in which they swept UW Superior and split with St. Scholastica, handing the Saints their first UMAC loss of the season. The softball team will look to continue their winning ways this afternoon at the University of Minnesota Morris. The women's lacrosse team had its senior day over the weekend, but came up short in a 21-10 loss to Southwestern University. The men's lacrosse team traveled to crosstown UMAC opponent North Central and beat them by a score of 12-4. Both lacrosse teams will finish out the regular season this weekend at Northland College. The UNW men's tennis team defeated Martin Luther College, but sadly followed that with a loss to St. Thomas University. Over the weekend, they didn't stay down long, though, beating Bethany Lutheran this week to close out the regular season with a record of 11-15. The women's tennis team had a successful week in which they won 3 out of their 4 matches to claim a share of the UMAC regular season conference championship with St. Scholastica. Congratulations to Karen Moe on being named both UMAC Player of the Week and NCCAA Student Athlete of the Week. The women will enter the conference tournament as the 2 seed. Both the men's and women's UMAC conference tennis tournaments start on May 5th. That's all for sports this week. Deborah, how's the weather looking like for our sports teams?
Yes, things have started to get a lot warmer around campus as the green is starting to actually look green again. In fact, since 1951 to 2012, Minnesota's weather has increased by about 3 degrees. However, if we look into the forecast for this upcoming week, we'll see that that is not necessarily going to be the case as things are going to get a little bit colder. We're going to get into the 40s coming here on Sunday, but don't worry, that's not going to last for forever because later on it's going to get back up to the 60s and just keep increasing. That's all we have for weather. Back to you guys.
Once again, UNW will be renting out Nickelodeon Universe at the Mall of America. Eagle 7's Caitlin Martins caught up with a member of our student government, Rachel Gasterland, to talk about the outing.
So this past year, student government has been in charge of activities. So we've been in charge of the stuff like grocery bingo, going skating, the spring variety show. And so this year it was our job to put together the Nickelodeon Universe.
Everyone enjoys a little child's play from time to time, especially with the long week of all-nighters and last-minute cramming coming up during finals week. Lucky for us, student government was on top of it and made a night at Nickelodeon Universe happen. The entire park will be rented out for Northwestern students to come out and enjoy themselves. This will be taking place on Friday, May 5th from 10:30 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Be sure to get your tickets. Don't want to miss out on this night of fun. Tickets will be sold to students for $10 at the ticket booth in Totino. So summer's right around the corner, and we're almost wrapped up here. And I know that you're almost wrapped up too, aren't you?
Yeah, so Clay, this is actually my last year, and this is actually my last show on Eagle 7 News. So it's been wrapping up pretty nicely, but you know, it's time to check out, I guess.
I guess, man. And well, I know we've enjoyed you here at Eagle 7, and I want to thank you too for all the kind words that you've given me.
Well, thank you so much, Clay.
Well, that's all we have for news this week. I'm Clay Elrod.
And I'm Jonathan Laansma. Stay fly, Eagles.